Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I thought as we're approaching the end of 2025, and my goodness, this year has been on roller skates. I can't believe we're in December soon. So, anyway, I'm going to do obviously, I'm going to do the whole of December for everyone, all the ascendants, but do please also listen to the moon. Where, say, for example, if your ascendant is, say Aries, but your moon sign may be in Scorpio, so listen to both Scorpio and Aries. That way you get like a feeling of what the planets are promising you, where the opportunities are, but then also how you're feeling about those transits and what you would like to dip your toes into and experience, and what you don't want to. So anyway, this is very important time because I did a video a while ago about Sagittarius. So because in the skies we have Saturn in Pisces, 10th aspect, which is like the most important aspect because it really kind of it's your how people see you. 10th house, like because it's what you do, you seriously can't actually move away from. And 10th aspect is it's like your responsibility, your duty. And obviously K2 is also in Leo, from there is aspect in Sagittarius. And Jupiter will pretty soon will be going into Gemini again, and from there will be aspect in Sagittarius own sign. So it's protecting it, but it's also situations are occurring where there's going to be massive changes. And in that video I talk a lot about what actually this means, and what happens is this month, which is month of December, all of the personal planets like the Sun, Mars, Venus, Mercury will actually go into that sign. So it's a very important time. And also the new moon that ends the year for us will be in Sagittarius as well. So there's lots of things to process for all of us when it comes to Sagittarius, which is the sign of goal setting, belief system, focus, and also it's like opportunities, sign of like our heritage as well, in a sense. So a lot going on, and also because we're fast approaching what would be Satya Yuga, in what it means also, because Sagittarius is a sign of truth. And what's happening now with the Satya Yoga going on and all the planets having impact on that sign, it just means that we are having an unveiling and awakening, and the humanity is literally, the veil is coming off. So if we were to, we are literally, we are invited to not live an outer world, if you like, not always be like out there doing, but actually reflecting on the inside, because all the answers are within us. So very good, and we can actually smell if there's anything iffy when people are telling us lies, whether it's our friends, family, or colleagues, boss, governments, all of that, we can actually sense it and smell it. So a lot of truths are going to come out, particularly about events that happened in the last 5 years, and also about how the world runs. There's going to be financial systems will be also impacted, politics, leaders, also the judiciary system as well, because justice and judges, all of that is actually ruled by Sagittarius. So very important time. And for us, we need to just literally observe what's going on in the world, but not really absorb the information, because we need to work on ourselves. The moment we work on ourselves, our outer world becomes more beautiful. So we all live on this beautiful, abundant planet, and we need to learn more about it during this time. And that I wanted to actually just point out too, during this period, basically, which goes on till January, all of the personal planets, which are like Mars, Mercury, Venus, they all combust or become combust at certain times. Like, for example, Venus will be very combust, so would Mars, and actually is in Kazimi, what would be like 2nd of January, I think, 2026. So when Mars is combust, we can be like a bit rash, not really taking time, and use the logical side of Mars. We can do this with haste. We could, with Venus being combust, we could just be like meet people that are completely bad for us, but we just like don't want to see it, you know, like because obviously when you're combust, you're agitated, or we could just have arguments with females or with our loved ones for no reason at all, just be agitated. And Mercury obviously just means that it can affect our skin, our digestive system, our nervous system. With Mars, blood, you know, you could just suddenly see red, as they say. So just be aware of this. We could be triggered during this time. Just really go with the flow. That will be really what I would sort of say is really healthy to do. Just go with the flow. So anyway, but the best thing is when you know these are happening in the sky with astrology, you can kind of like have a really good, you know, you can actually set the pace for everything, which is fantastic. Okay, let's do the ascendants. Let's share this with you. Okay, so allow me please to just actually, this is on the 5th, so I just wanted to say on the 1st of the month, just go back some hours as well. Right, so as you can see, hold a bit. Okay, right, so we have Moon and Ashwini, kind of like 1st of December. It could go into the 2nd, depending on where you are. If you want to do your intentions and get the most out of Moon being in Ashwini, please, you know, just make a note in your area. So it's a really good day for intentions. And then we have on the 5th of the month. Okay. Hello, thank you for joining me. This video is for Gemini Ascendant or Gemini Moon for the December 2025. I hope you're all well, dear Geminis, multi-talented people. Okay, let's have a look. Right, so basically what a month we have in December. December is obviously end of the year, and for all of us really that are going to be experiencing December, it's going to be quite interesting because it's very much a month where basically the focus comes back again into Sagittarius. So Sagittarius for you is your 7th house of relationships and other people. And in effect, also affects your work as well, because 7th house is 10th houses from the 10th house. So therefore, other people can have an impact on your work. So, and for you, as obviously what happens is all the personal planets are going to be going through or are in Scorpio. Scorpio for you is your 6th house, which is like basically 6th house is all about managing ourselves, intelligence, nutrition, exercise that we do, how we you know, how we deal with conflict and disease and unease, if you like, and how we are able to navigate through life as well. So basically all these planets are going through Scorpio, so it just means that karmically we're going to let go and transform some things within our 6th house, which is also work, hard work, and then those planets will not only let go of something and transform them in what would be Scorpio, but they go into Sagittarius, where it's a fiery sign and they're going to be combusts. So they're also going to have a form of transformation with Scorpio, and then purification with Sagittarius. So this means that it's a great time for everyone, all of us, because Sagittarius is going to be mega for all of us, to basically, the only planet that is not actually having any aspect on Sagittarius is just Rahu. All the other planets will have some form of influence by Sagittarius. So basically it's time to set goals, plan, but be very observant and not absorbent in that sense, because planets going to be like going through a very difficult thing, going through Scorpio, and obviously purification, combustion, and letting go, and etc. So it just means that we are literally, it's difficult, but we will transform things in a beautiful way. So it serves us, serves our career and other people, our relationship with others. But we just mustn't allow that combustion to really mar or tar in any way our relationship with ourselves, with others, and also how we are seen in the world. So let's start. So basically, we know that end of November, Saturn and Mercury went direct, and that means the only planet the whole of this month that's going to be retrograde is just Jupiter, and that's happening in your second house. So this is like 10th house ruler in your second house going retrograde. So very important time in this, but it's for you guys, because it's your house of family, money, savings, things like that. So has massive impact. You're basically in Geminis, how what the money that you get basically is very much dependent. Success is very dependent on your relationship with other people. So let's go to the first, and okay. So basically, the next day we have. Oh, I've run a whole day. Maybe I should just gone a few hours. Okay, on the first, here we go. So we have 3 times this month we get a chance to put our intentions out. Moon will be in Ashwini twice and in Swati once. So very important day to actually put your intentions out. And then we go to 4th of December. Okay, so we now have like a full moon occurring in what would be your 12th house. Second house ruler in the 12th house just basically means spending money, whatever you have to spend some money on, what would be on things that are to do with maybe family stuff or children, or it could be work, something like that. So there's some expenses that are happening, but basically you can actually manifest during this time, because moon is in very good situation. Also, you have got a moon, exalted moon in, or exaltation sign in your 12th house, which really means that it makes you happy to be at home, resting, just chilling, chillaxing, as they say in that case. Now we have let's go to 5th and 6th, but we have Jupiter retrogrades into your first house. Moon is there as well. Moon creating lovely dhan yoga for your opportunity to earn some money for yourself. Jupiter and Moon making you happy. Jupiter on your first house. I mean, obviously Jupiter and Mercury are not great friends, but Jupiter and Mercury are 2 planets that work so well when they're in the first house, because it just gives them wonderful focus. So for you, it gives you focus on the bigger picture, things to do with your relationship and also your career. So that's very, very important during this time. And also it's planet of happiness on your first house. Is also aspect in your 5th and your 9th house too, which is fantastic. All the really important Dharma houses. So, and then we have the next day, Mercury goes into what would be, so if 1st house and 4th house ruler goes into your 6th house of intelligence, conflicts, nutrition, exercise, work, etc. So all of those things are things that things to do with Mercury, which is 1st and 4th house. So yourself and your happiness, your mum and family. Venus, which is rules your 5th and 12th house, so children and letting go. Sun rules your 3rd house of learning, hobbies, interests, friends, colleagues, siblings, and Mars rules 6th house of work, and also rules your 11th house of friends, elder sibling network. So big groups of friends. So basically all of these are things that you basically put in onto what would be rinse program on your washing machine. I would say, you know, this is the sign that you're literally just trying to make sure that you let go of emotional attachments that you've created, things that have tangled you up, made you sort of like have arguments with people, holding bad feelings. You're invited now to let go of all of those because no longer serve you. And then we have Mars going into Sagittarius. So this is like 6th house ruler in the 7th house. So be cautious that although obviously Jupiter is very much helping this, but it's still planet of arguments and being rash and not really, it's also combust. So not being logical and just like having a short fuse with other people, your partner, etc. Just be very aware. But basically your energy is going into other people. You want to connect with other people. And then on the 16th, let's go whole week. We can probably go, yeah. So then Sun comes into Sagittarius as well. So this is like your 3rd house ruler in the 7th house. So self-expression to other people becomes very important to you. Sun, remember, Sun is very much debilitated in the 7th house. So it's not great placement. And then we have, I'm going to go a few hours before, because then we're going to have, sorry, this is going to just mess up that. But basically, on the, what would be on the 16th, let's just see if I can just go back actually. Basically, Moon will be in Swati a few hours, or maybe even, let's just see, yeah. 15th, 16th, Moon will be in Swati, which is another second time we get a chance to actually put our intentions out this month. And then let's go to, obviously, there we go. So now Moon is debilitated on the 17th of the month. Don't get into arguments with family. Now Venus goes into on the 20th, Venus 19th to 20th, basically. We have new moon. Venus goes into Sagittarius. All this new moon is occurring in Mula. So basically what's happening there is Mula is the nakshatra for getting to the root of things, really, not just, you know. So basically if you're sorting out a cupboard, you're not going to just go through your forms like, you know, just tidy them, make them look good. No, you're going to pull them out and deal with each and every single sheet of paper thoroughly. The ones that need to be like got rid of, you bin them. The other ones you file them nicely or action them as they're necessary. So you want to get to the root of things at this point. And then after that we have obviously, look at that, all the planets are there just waiting for Mercury to make its debut there in Sagittarius. And so Moon is running away, and okay, so we now have basically Moon goes in Ashwini and Mercury goes in Sagittarius. So all the planets, all the personal planets are all combust, all in Sagittarius. So we know that there's all sorts of things, purifications happening there. But there is grace because Jupiter is also helping all those planets too by aspects. And that basically is the end of the month. So it is really a month of goal setting, not being reactive, not feeling as though you got to just like have an argument with some, just not absorbing anything, but observe everything and just letting go and allowing, you know, is no such things as like this, because obviously this is also Sagittarius sign of I want to be right. But do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? You don't want to cause conflicts just for the sake of causing them. It's better to go inwards and actually work on things that are long-term better for yourself. So have a happy December. And we're in for a bumpy ride next year, but a good one. So I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Make the most of these, and I'll see you in the new year. Take care. Oh, I was just going to say, those of you who are single, get out and really enjoy flirting. Bye for now.